From the PEP Radio Newsroom, we have this news about cybersecurity for the 2026 midterm elections. Since it was created in 2018 during the first Trump administration, the federal government's cybersecurity agency has helped warn state and local election officials about potential threats from foreign governments, showed officials how to protect polling places from attacks, and gamed out how to respond to the unexpected, such as an election day bomb threat or sudden disinformation campaign. The agency was largely absent from that space for elections this month in several states, a potential preview for the 2026 midterms. Shifting priorities of the Trump administration, staffing reductions, and budget cuts have many election officials concerned about how engaged the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, will be next year when control of Congress will be at stake in those elections. Some officials say they have begun scrambling to fill the anticipated gaps. We do not have a sense of whether we can rely on CISA for these services as we approach a big election in 2026, said Minnesota Secretary of State Steve Simon, a Democrat who until recently led the bipartisan National Association of Secretaries of State. The association's leaders sent a letter to DHS Secretary Kristi Noem in February asking her to preserve the cybersecurity agency's core election functions. Noem, whose department oversees the agency, replied the following month that it was reviewing its funding, products, services, and positions related to election security and that its services would remain available to election officials. Simon said secretaries of state are still waiting to hear about the agency's plans. I regret to say that months later, the letter remains very timely and relevant, he said. CISA has been undergoing a major transformation since President Donald Trump's second term began in January. Public records suggest that roughly 1,000 CISA employees have lost their jobs over the past years. The Republican administration in March cut $10 million from two cybersecurity initiatives, including one dedicated to helping state and local election officials. That was a few weeks after CISA announced it was conducting a review of its election-related work, and more than a dozen staffers who have worked on elections were placed on administrative leave. The FBI also disbanded a task force on foreign influence operations, including those that target U.S. elections. That's what we are reporting for now from the PEP Radio Newsroom. I'm David Moore.